Happy Monday. Okay, so this is probably the most difficult question I think I've ever had anybody ask me. The question that was asked is, why do I believe that the new COVID vaccine is safe? Okay, there are a lot of skeptics out there. A lot of people in the health community are skeptics. And for me, it's kind of like trying to prove a negative, but I'm going to do the best I can. So the first reason that I am confident in it is I understand the science, okay? And that's in part why I've done these videos, is to try to help other people understand what the science is. I completely recognize that I'm blessed. I've been working, I started my doctoral research in 1997, okay? So I've been submerged in this for over 20 years. I took a commercial role, selling into the scientific industry in 2007. So we're still over a decade, right, that I've been in it. I've had the opportunity to work with beyond amazing scientists. The man who discovered and worked on Lipitor, right? I've met him, I've had discussions with him. I mean, brilliant minds. One of the researchers at University of Michigan, I sat there and talked with him about how he wants to be able to take a skin cell and turn it into any other type of cell in the body, so that if you need bone marrow because you have leukemia, we can take one of your healthy skin cells and turn it into that. These are the people that I've worked with. And I've worked with them for, again, we're talking about decades. So that's the number one thing, is I understand the science and I understand what has been going on in science for a long time, okay? The second thing, the concern or lack of concern about the EUA. I think we should always operate the way we're operating under EUA. And the reason being is the roadblocks have been reduced. The 80 million hurdles that we have to jump over, they're all still happening. Every single phase of a investigation for a new product has happened, okay? The first stage is an exploratory stage, right? That's been going on. I think I posted a couple things about how we've been exploring mRNA vaccines for 30 years, okay? It's been going on. It didn't just start in January with COVID, okay? So that's been going on. The preclinical studies, all the animal studies, there's somebody out there spouting that no animal studies were ever done on this. That's hogwash. Animal studies have been going on, okay? Then you get into the clinical stage, right? They had to do, on a small group of adults, right? And then they move to a larger group, and then they have to finalize dosage and things like that. Only now are they starting to look at adolescents under the age of 16, right? They're age 12 to 15. They're going to have to study those and do all sorts of trials on that. Then they'll move to ages 5 to 11. It's very systematic, right? The one good thing about EUA right now is there's no put it on the back burner and wait, right? Which a lot of scientists have had to encounter and endure for years, okay? But now there's a lot of time and a lot of money that has been thrown at this the way things should be, okay? And I know that that's a whole nother topic for another day. But I trust in the process, okay? And people say, oh, maybe you're crazy, you're foolish, you trust in the government. I'm a strong Republican, so my trust in the government ebbs and flows in certain different instances and situations. But I know that these stages have been followed. The exploratory, the preclinical, the clinical, it's got to be reviewed and approved. This is what you're living in right now. Manufactured. These companies were smart. They started manufacturing it because they knew the data was so strong that it was going to get reviewed and approved. And then QC, that's the last stage, and they're constantly going to be QCing these. So that's why I have confidence in these products, okay? I think my bigger question would be, why are your friends and colleagues skeptical? So tell me, why? What are their concerns? Let me give you the science that will refute some of those concerns. I would be willing to bet that a lot of people, including those in the health environment, health community, are apprehensive because of the news, the media, the things that they're saying, sharing, a lot of stuff that's going on in social media that is not remotely true or even possible. That they believe in these, for lack of a better word, conspiracy theories, but they don't have any science to back that up. It's just a fear. It's just their raw fear, and that's what they're banking on. I think that's a lot of it. I think the other half is a lot of them don't understand the science. Nurses that have been nurses for 20 years probably don't even remember what the heck mRNA is. So that's fearful that some new crazy chemical, as far as a lot of people are concerned. That's what I'm trying to do, is break down that stigma or fear that a lot of the media is hyping up, because it's unfounded. The science is there. The science is strong. I believe in it. I believe in the process. And if you have questions, if you have specific concerns about what about this, what about that, bring it to me. Ask me. I'll be doing more videos. Okay? Have a good night.